Alarm for Cobra 11 Volume 2 is a sequel to the original game that continues on the journey of the events that happened in the original game, but also the events of the TV series that was based in Germany, where you reprise the roles of the detectives or cops, and the goal again is to solve and complete missions by winning street races and also apprehending suspects by trying to stop them in high-speed chases. And as you play through the game, you unlock a lot of additional features from other tracks and more cars. So like the first game, the gameplay is almost identical from a visual standpoint. The game also offers up many of the cars that would have been in the first game for you to play as, just with a few different visual tweaks here and there and a couple of different courses. But primarily the game is identical. And the game as well was also released and developed by Davalix Studios, which was also known for creating multiple or even several budget style racing games for both the PlayStation and even on the PC. And this game also did get a release on the PC back in the day. And the game gives you access to not only just a single player mission mode where you have to complete objectives, but it also gives you additional options to play quick race modes where you can just do street races, or to play against your mates in split screen mode. And also features up to 25 unlicensed cars that you can unlock as you play. While there is subtle differences in terms of the visuals compared to that of the original, it plays almost identical. If you played the original at all, you'll understand the whole dynamic that the game has to offer. The one thing to note with this game is, yes, the AI is still as aggressive as hell in this game, but it isn't as crucifying compared to that of the original game. They have toned it down a little bit, so on certain races, now depending on the tracks that you're racing on, there is a better chance for you to gain positions a wee bit easier, but a lot of it really depends on skill, luck, and just the track that you're racing on, more to the point. But it still has the same type of issue from the original game, where when you're racing on more open-ended tracks such as highways and motorways, it's very hard for you to catch up with any opponents that you're racing against. They're usually so far ahead of you that the race is pretty much over. But on the shorter ended tracks, you do have a better chance of winning races in this game. And like, for a budget entry title, and graphically for a budget style game, it's not too bad either. It has some decent graphics for what is on offer. It is a step up slightly from the original, but that does offer some unique quirks, but again, it's still difficult of a game to master. It still has some of the usual faults that would have been seen in the original. But if you played the original game alongside of even other types of games, it plays very similar to the likes of the London Racer style games that would have also been seen on the PS2 and even on the PS1. It has a very similar style, dynamic, and even with the handling mechanics as well of the cars, it plays and almost feels very like them. But it really just boils down to your own play style. If you enjoy doing kind of like street racing missions, or if you like to mix it up between doing high speed chases, or even where you play as the cops to try and take down opponents, you can do that also. So the game does give you choices in which and how you want to play. But if you do enjoy these more budget style entries, then there's no harm in giving this a look, and especially if you played the original game, it is worth a try. But again, just know that it will frustrate you at times, but it is playable. That's the main thing, and there is elements of the game that you will enjoy. But I would love to know your thoughts on Alarm for Cobra 11 Volume 2 for the PlayStation, if you have played this game at all, or even if you've played any of the games in the series. And if so, what do you think of them overall? Do you enjoy them, or maybe not so much? Be sure to share it down in the comments below. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be updated of future videos. And if you would like to see more content on the channel around similar types of racing games seen on the PS2, then you can check out this playlist here on screen to see more of those games in action. And I will see you all in the next one.